Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mangs, and I replayed the last chapter off screen because I didn't want Garrett to die. Because you don't know, the last chapter I was like just about to win, and then like a stealth myrmidon came and then slept on Garrett. After Roy meets Nima, the hermit, some light is shed on Burn's dragons. With many questions still left unanswered, Roy directs his troops towards a large manor on the edge of Bulgar. Here, High Chancellor Rurtz prepares his defense for his last stand. And look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. This map is no longer Fog of War. I actually think this is a great change. I'm okay with this map being Fog of War because it's supposed to be sort of like a dark mansion, but I just think it works better not being Fog of War. There's so many tedious elements of this map. The ballista, there's like siege tome guys. There's less siege tomes, I do believe. Yeah, there's one bolting sage. I think like there was 2 or even 3 originally. It was just ridiculous. Now you can actually see this guy with the sleep staff. I think this guy actually used to have a berserk staff. There's a lot less enemies in the walls. Never really understood the concept of indoor ballistas. Like, how does that even work? Do they fire through the walls? I don't know. Stop asking questions. Rorts is here. We can see him right from the get-go here. He's decked out in brave weapons, but I'll probably kill him before he gets a chance to use any of those. And yeah, nice. Just a lot of treasure here. I think this is this is usually like a Wuda Swordmaster, I think, but now he has an Armor Slayer, which is funny. And we get Dion, the Silver Wolf. Wait, do I need to bring Sin or Shu? Shin or Shu? Su or Shin to bring this guy? I'm sorry, Sophia. Gonna have to bring Shin for this one. You know what? I could promote Shin. I just realized this is level 17. I kind of just stopped using him at some point. I think I have an Orient's Bolt. Or wait, did I sell my Orient's Bolt? God damn it, I think I sold my last Orient's Bolt. No, wait, it's still there. Cool, let's get it. Yeah, I don't remember if you can recruit Dion with Roy. You might be able to. But just in the case that I won't be able to, I might as well bring them. Chapter 20, The Silver Wolf. The worthless fools outside failed. The enemy's in the mansion. Blast it. If I die, I'm taking that Roy down with me. Lord Rortz, the remnants of the Jude says they'll come to our aid after they hide Mulagir. Mulagir? Ah, one of the legendary weapons. Good, then we must simply hold our own until then. This is Word's Manor. This mansion's framework is big enough to hide troops and ballista. You won't be safe with your back up against the wall. Oh right, I think that's the idea, like there's like murder holes in the walls. Do you know much about this place? Or maybe the walls are actually on a higher elevation, I don't know. Probably more than most. Anyway, that's not what I'm known for. I picked up that bit of information back in the city. Do you know what the demon dragon looks like? I can't say that I do. Still, I won't relish the opportunity to see it with my own eyes. Oh, did you say won't or would? Actually, I don't know. I've been wondering, do you think the demon dragon is in human form as well? Yeah, so this is the same bit of exposition we got in Ilya, so we're gonna skip it. Go straight into... Ooh, music! Oh, cool. Okay, I guess it's not the Fog of War music. It wouldn't really make sense anymore. Although I always, like, associated this music with, like, outdoor chapters, which is a bit weird to have it indoor, but it's a great track, so I don't really mind it. Anyway, I can promote Thea now. Got her up to 20 while I played the last mob off screen. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have some fun. First things first, we're gonna take out these 2 guys. Oh, Devil Axe and Brave Axe. I think this guy used to have a halberd before. I remember losing Lance here in my original Let's Play. So let's do that. Oh, I also think I need to turn on animations. There we go. No, not like that. We also get Nima back, in case you don't remember. This is how she looks like. She's level 19 now. She's pretty much the same still. There she is. They haven't changed her much at all. She works pretty much the same as always. She's a little bit better in combat though, but that's pretty much about it. No personal weapon. Glad for that, honestly. And she comes with some nice equipment, so I'm happy about that. Anyway, how are we gonna do this, I wonder? I think we're gonna start... Let's start with the units on the back. Chlorine can probably fight a little bit. Oh, very nice. Very nice. And I do need to take out the Siege Tome guy immediately. So I'm gonna send probably Garrett up here to deal with this guy. Can the Brave Axe just kill... Yeah, look at that. Garrett doesn't give a shit. He just kills everything. Ugh. I did sadly break Sophia's Basilisk Tome in the last chapter, so I was considering I'm earning it. She's level 20 now, but I don't have a guiding ring for her. So I don't really know how I'm going to do that. Oh boy, this guy's terrifying. What the hell, Brave Axe. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with that right now. I think I'll just lure him. Can I not do more damage? Fimbulvetter maybe? Yeah, Fimbulvetter gets the job done. Woo! Bam! Does a lot of damage. Probably going to be really good against the dragons. But at that point, I'll probably have a bunch of legendary weapons anyway, so it probably won't matter. Hit points, luck, and defense. 20 luck on Lou right now. Very nice. Alright, can I reach the Siege Tome guy? Let's see, we have the longbow. Can I reach this? Nope, I actually cannot. I'll need to use Elfin for that. So if I move Igran up here first, I can use the... yeah, Silver Bow works just fine here. Then we'll take out that bolting guy immediately. Igran will probably double him since bolting is super heavy. Or at least it should be. Like, it's not actually that heavy in Vanilla Binding Blade, because Animatomes are super light. But yeah, now it weighs 20. I think if you're gonna have Siege Tomes in the game, 20 is definitely the... 20 is definitely the weight that they should have. Like, if you get attacked up close while wielding a Siege Tome, you really should die. That is something I think... But a lot of people have been wondering, like, I'm going to talk a little bit about my own hack today. We're in chapter... At the time of recording this, we're almost done with... we're starting on chapter 1. We finished the prologue, but I'm actually considering renaming it to chapter 1 instead of the prologue. So in essence, we're working on chapter 2. There's a guidance chapter or 2 that we're done with, so... And a lot of people have been asking me, Mangs, are you going to include Siege Tomes in your hack? And the more I think about it, the more I actually think I don't want to do Siege Tomes in my hack. Because... does anyone like Siege Tomes? Like, they're interesting from a gameplay design to force the player to do certain things. Like, you can add Siege Tomes on units to make it tough to go into an area, or you can add Siege Tomes on an enemy to, like, force the player to move forwards. But in general, I tend to find that Siege Tomes, at least for me, don't really do much, aside from just make it more annoying to play. Because you have basically a choice when you deal with Siege Tomes. You can either... wait, it's the longbow... oh god. Well, my Gran's gonna get doubled, I think? Yeah, she's gonna get doubled. Just gonna make sure she won't die. Actually, I think she'll be fine. Yeah, she'll be fine, hopefully. Anyway, you either... you have a couple of choices with Siege Tomes. You can either wait them out, or you can just sort of like take them to the face. Or you can try to, of course, do what I do and just kill them with other ranged weapons, you know? But, I don't know, the more I think about Siege Tomes, the more I think that... I don't actually think they really make the game more fun. Yes, it allows you to cram your viewpoint of the chapter down the player's throat by saying, here's the Siege Tome, you can't go here, or if you try to go here, you'll be punished. This is a way for the developer to basically say, screw you, you're not going here, or this is going to be hard for you to go here. But is that really good design? There are other ways to prevent a player from doing certain things. Oh, I can actually just trade Igran stuff around, nice. Just a little worried there. I actually think it's better to just use other means to try and force the player away from a certain area. I think that Siege Tomes can maybe, like... let's say you have a defense chapter and you don't want them to, like, move towards a certain boss or something, then maybe, but... still, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think I'll just avoid Siege Tomes altogether. I don't think anyone actually likes Siege Tomes all that much. It might be fun on the players, though. Maybe I'll include Siege Tomes for players only. I don't know. Same thing with Ballista. Like, Ballista, another thing that I'm not really sure if I wanted in my hack. And yeah, Nima's gonna get slept a lot because she's the... oh, she resisted. Very nice. What's going on over here? Oh, it's another silence. Yeah, lots of status staves and Siege Tomes in this map. A lot less than it used to be, though. It used to be a Berserk here. It used to be several boltings. A lot of annoying stuff, really. Alright, well, I'm gonna open the door now. And I'm gonna murder this guy now. Oh, no, Garrett! What the hell? You'll crit. He didn't crit! No! No! Mistake! I slept on Garrett. God damn it. It's okay. 3-range bows are good. Silver bow. Let's go. Wasting bows like a champ. Oh, really? Shen? What is this? I'm gonna have to do this. God damn it, man. God damn it, man. What? Alright, I really hope here can take the Swordmaster now. Oh boy, I get doubled. Ay. That's a Storm Sword. Very scary stuff. Maybe, how are we going to do this, I wonder? Ooh, boy. I'm kind of scared right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Actually, I do know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sing for Igran. I'm gonna use Igran to kill the Swordmaster. At the very least, get the Swordmaster down to a level where I'll use the Brave Bow. Not great. Well, I'll get 2 shots at him. If one of them hits. 2 of them hits, that'd be even better. Very good. Very good. Alright, so you know what I think I'm gonna do? I know I do this a lot, but this map is annoying, and I would like to get rid of that sage. Thank you very much. Yoink. Getting rid of those status staves is gonna make this chapter a lot more bearable. Is this the guy with the status staves, actually? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, shit. Okay, what do these guys have? Brave Lances. I don't like that, actually. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I'll get murdered if I don't stay on the pillar. Well, that kind of sucks. So does this guy have a Oh, yeah, no, I need to stay here. I actually really need to stay here. That was a bit stupid, but maybe I shouldn't use the javelin, actually. That was a bit stupid. You won't be able to kill the armor knights now, but well, what's done is done. Nothing to be done about it now. Alright, I'm gonna try to kill this guy with Bartra, but I don't want to take a counter unless I have to. One shot, like a champ. And then there's the Swordmaster we need to delete. Oh. Mulagir Bartra! Mulagir Bartra! Mulagir Bartra! Yes! Yeah, I need to Yes, she did it! 101% critical! Guaranteed crit, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happened. Keep in mind, this is actually even more likely to happen in Project Ember since enemies don't have luck. So, pretty big deal. So that is cool. Wow. Let's make sure that Roy is topped off, shall we? There we go. Let's heal you up with the Tina staff. I wonder why they call it Tina, not Tiana. I thought maybe Tiana was just a bad translation. I don't know. Could be. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna heal up Roy. I think him being on full health is actually gonna be pretty important. Level 8 Marquess. 26 luck. Pretty nice. Alright, Ogier. Nime, you can go this way. So Eclipse is actually pretty good on this map to just take down walls. So, thing I like about Eclipse. Okay, what does this guy have? Brave Axe. Yeah, I'm not... should have had a sword for Thea, actually, but I guess we're not having that now. But yeah, Roy will be fine, hopefully. He usually is. Haha, 21 cry. Oh, so much fun. Spinny, 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 spin. Sword goes spinny, spin. Brrr. Okay, they're wielding their short spears instead of their brave lances for some reason. I don't know the logic behind this. Maybe they just want to retaliate on Roy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. Should have given him a spare. If I'd given him a spare, he'd probably kill these guys. Now they're just gonna get healed, I think. Oh, hi. Alright, you don't need longbows anymore when you got archers who can do this. I think the archers on the inside of this wall mostly had longbows, which sucks, because longbows can't hit for shit. Alright, the 3-range sword, of course. Still not a fan of this weapon, honestly. I'm gonna be completely honest. Not a big fan of this at all. Ba-ba. Oh, he actually put Nima to sleep. Wow. Wow. Oh. Well, silence Lu too, I guess. Ah, Dion is here. Look at that. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Give me a second. I need to pause the recording. Alright, there we go. I realized OBS was yelling at me for some reason. Apparently, had some, high CPU usage. That was a difficult thing to say. So I just, changed things around a little bit. The manor is in chaos. Now is my chance. I will take down Burns' troops on my own. Cool. Cool story, bro. Alright. Let's go recruit our grandfather, shall we? Oh, no, it's his father, isn't he? No, it's just his chieftain. Chieftain, Sin, you've returned. Now you can join our fight. But chieftain, I'm currently in service to this army. Do you mean the Etruian army? Yes. This army will not invade Sake. Will you lend us your skills? Very well. I trust your word. I will fight with you. I should have checked if Roy could recruit him, actually. Actually, I couldn't, because Roy's in another room. Anyway, Dion is here. Let's go have a look at the old bugger. Dion, one of those units I feel is a little underrated in Vanilla FE6. A lot of people don't really give him a chance because he's not cute like Sue or cool like Shin. C rank in swords, S rank in bows. That's cool. You can use the Mulligar at base. I like that. His other stats have been buffed a lot, as you might expect. Very fast, 24 speed. That's actually really damn good. I might use this guy, honestly. He's way better than Shin will be, even after promotion, I think. Let's take a look at his growths. So, Dion's original growths were pretty unspectacular. They're still pretty unspectacular, but they don't really need to be with bases like that. Yep, they're pretty much the same. Not really that much difference. A little bit of increase to his skill. That's pretty much about it. Yep, that's alright. Let's give him a go, shall we? See if we can take out this mage. We don't need to do it from true range. There he is. He has a really cool palette. I like that a lot. Yeah, I mean, this is really nice. I mean, I need strong 2 to 3 range bow users for the Gaiden chapter, so I actually think Dion is going to be a staple of my team, because this is really good. I mean, he has stats that are pretty comparable to Igran's, probably a little bit better. He's a little bit weaker than Igran, but he has more speed. That's definitely not bad. Anyway, this Bravax guy could be a problem, so let's do this. He's not gonna hit Fear. Let me just say, he's not gonna hit Fear. Anyway, we got a lot of restoring to do. Let's go. Honestly, I should have a restore staff on Lilina as well, because she's the one I need to do staff rank on right now. So let's do this. Should I warp someone up to help Roy? I don't know. Probably not. Roy can probably deal with that room on his own. There we go. Oh, I could have used Dion to kill the archer in the bottom. That was actually a little bit stupid. I don't know why I didn't do that. Anyway, what do we have here? We have a, Silver Axe Sword Reaver Warrior. I don't know if I really want to deal with that. Maybe I'll just let him come to me instead. I think that might not actually be such a bad idea. So, I'll do that. What do you guys? Brave Sword. Can deal with the Myrmidon easily enough with Garrett, as long as he has a Sword Reaver. Should be fine. As long as we can get to the treasury in time, I'm okay with this. Yep. I don't really think there's much of a need to move these guys anywhere. But let's see, what do we have here? We have, all of these guys have ranged weapons. I could just stick with my javelin and try and kill them, maybe. I'll just get one ranged by a bunch of enemies. So maybe I'll just do this for now. I can physic Roy up if he takes damage. And he took damage. I hope I can physic. I think I have a physic staff left on Nime, so should be alright. But yeah, Dion in FE6 is a unit that I think is very overlooked, but I actually think he has some potential. He's pretty fast, and he's got good weapon ranks. You don't really have that many good, like, unless you train Sue or Shin. If you train Sue and Shin, then I definitely can see why you would never, like, why you wouldn't really find him all that useful, but I think he actually has some use. Again, pre-promotes in FE6 have received a bit of a... Everyone's, like... A lot of people don't like the pre-promotes of FE6 because they're kind of underwhelming compared to some of your main cast, which honestly, like, I think they should be. I mean, a pre-promote should not outclass a unit that you trained from scratch. I think that's fine. Like, that is... Maybe I'm a bit old school in my Fire Emblem mentality. I think it's definitely fine to have a few pre-promotes that carry the game, such as Harken and Pent in FE7. They come in as, like... Pent's like the magic version of that, Harken's like the physical version of that, and they're there mostly to just give the player a break if they're really struggling. I remember in my very first playthrough of FE7, or I think actually it was my first playthrough in FE7 hard mode. I don't remember if it was Eliwood or Hector's mode, but it was one of the two, and I really struggled when I reached the late game. My units were not great. I hadn't lost anyone because I loaded whenever I loaded the game whenever I lost someone, but I don't really know how I didn't manage to have that strong units, but I just didn't. I wasn't very good at training my units, so I think I just gave kills to other units, but I struggled a lot. My units were pretty weak, and I remember Harkin came in and he completely carried the playthrough for me, and for me that was a bit of a break because, you know, it allowed me to actually beat the game. I don't think I would have beaten the game if it weren't for Harkin. And at that point, I didn't really understand how promoted units worked. Now they're targeting Dion because he's the last on the deployment order. So I didn't even know that Raven promoted into a hero. I thought Harkin was like a unique unit in its own right. So when I actually trained Raven in the next playthrough, and he promoted into Harkin, and I got really disappointed because he was just a worse Harkin. And I think that's... People have been saying I give Raven a lot of crap for being a bad unit. He's actually a pretty good unit, and I acknowledge that now. But, I think one of the reasons why I was so incredibly unimpressed with Raven as a unit was because I just remember him as being bad Harkin. And that will kind of like color your perception of you. Your first impression sticks with you for a very long while, and it's difficult to change your first impression of a unit. I've seen some people who just straight up hate units, and they're like, oh, I never trained that guy, because they had one bad experience with them, and they never gave them a second chance. Which is why when I played like Binding Blade 20 times, I've tried to use everyone. I've literally used everyone. I brought everyone to the final map with Idun. Because, you know, I wanted to give them a go. And for a while, this was like the only game I played ever. Alright, anyway, Bartra. Let's try and take out the Sword Master, shall we? That didn't work. Tried my best, didn't work. Alright, so what are we gonna do with these guys? This guy doesn't seem to move, actually. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Armor Slayer. It's not like Ward's gonna hit me anyway, right? Let's just Armor Slay this guy. So, someone come to my aid! All is lost if I fall! Yeah! That's right, that's what you get. Wait! Serve me! It's not too late! I shall absolve you of your crimes! Gruh. That's a certified Gruh moment right there. Oh boy, is my roar gonna cap soon? Just level 17. It's probably gonna be capped before I fight Zephiel. At this rate. Okay, we don't need loot to get the kill here. I think it's fine to not kill this guy with loot, but I definitely want to get the treasure. Even though my convoy is close to bursting as it is. So I don't... You get a little bit too much shit in Project Ember. Maybe it's just FE6, I actually don't remember. FE6 was also pretty generous with its money, I think. For the most part, you get a lot of treasure. I actually wonder what the most stingy Fire Emblem game in terms of resources is. Probably Tracia, at least the beginning of Tracia, I imagine. Anyway, can we maybe wake up the chieftain? He shouldn't be sleeping on the job. Oh wait, no, yeah, I can reach him, nice. Wait, what? But you huh? Wait, what? Oh, you need to get Soul's Restore Staff. Never mind, there we go. I think maybe Tracia is pretty stingy with its money, and actually, you know what? Frickin' Radiant Dawn is pretty stingy with its money. But then again, you do tend to, like, jump back and forth. So, I think it has a right to be. At least there's a lot to spend your money on. The randomizer was insane. Like, I've never had this little money before, but that's because it randomized the shops and the forges, so there was just so many good opportunities to spend money. Maybe I'm just bad at managing money. I was never good at managing money. In real life, I'm not bad. Like, I'm pretty good at not spending money on crap in real life. Generally speaking, I will, like, treat myself to stuff every now and then if I... Like, for example, one thing I do with economics with Mangs. Once every month, I go get a massage. This is something that I think is enough people don't do. Getting a massage in Norway is pretty expensive. But I consider it to be like an investment in my long-term health. A friend of mine once told me that, you know, there's two things you should never be sad. Okay, I need to actually make sure I don't die here. Storm Sword, fuck. Just realized I'm in a bit of a bad spot right now. Armads should be okay then. Maybe we'll do the... If I equip a Rune Sword on Fear, then that should... I could try and crit him, though. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Let's try it. I don't need to crit him. He's taking damage. I don't know why I'm so stupid. Anyway, a friend of mine once told me, like, when in terms of spending money, there are two things you should never be sad about spending money on. And number one is your health. Like your physical health, your mental health. Any money spent on improving that is money well spent. You should never regret it. Unless you got, like, ripped off or something, I suppose. The second thing you should never be sad about spending money on is, like, experiences. Travel, anything that involves, like, an event with friends or anything like that. Anything that, like... Anything that gives you, like, a good memory that you can look back on. And going somewhere, spending a night with someone, like, it's... You should never be sad about spending money on experiences. You know, the third one is, of course, subscribing to my Patreon. I'm just joking. But yeah, it's I think that's good. It's a good words to live by, honestly. Travel and health, two things you should never, like, not. And also, like, I like to add in a third thing, like your living locale. I'm very happy with the apartment I have now. Rent's pretty expensive. I could probably do with a bit of a cheaper place to live, and I have been considering it. But then I think to myself, you know, your apartment is the place you live. It's the place you spend your waking hours. Most of your life will be spent in your apartment. Wouldn't you want that place to be a comfortable place? Wouldn't you want that place to be a little bit more spacious so you can have friends over? Yeah, it sucks to pay expensive rent. It really does. And part of me wish I didn't have this expensive rent. But another part of me is like, man, it's the place you live, man. It's like your bed, for example. That's really important. I never get people who... Okay, well, I'm gonna try not to sound too snobby now. I know I live in one of the richest places in the world. I wouldn't consider myself very rich, though. I'm working class, but... I don't get people who are well off who sleep in shitty beds. Like, that is one of the things I just don't get. The same friend who told me that, he told me that earlier too. Like, you should always invest money into a bed. Ooh, support. I'll do it after I finish my pep talk. You should, like, if you sleep in, like, a ruined bed that's, like, super shitty, like, that is going to affect your entire life so much, because you spend half of your life sleeping. Why wouldn't you want to invest money into a good bed? You get more out of your sleep, which means you get more out of your day, you get more energy, and you get better health too, so never, like, if you can actually afford it, like, obviously, if you can't afford it, then I get that, but you should always invest money into a good bed. This is super important, things like that, good chair, everything that's between you and the floor is important. So it's about prioritizing what you spend money on. Anyway, economics with Mangs is over. Let's do this support, which is my favorite in the game. You. Hmm? I can't believe my eyes. Could it really be you? Sorry, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I am a Stolfo, just a petty thief. You look just like him. You look so much like my husband. Your husband? I live with him in Arcadia, but one day he left without saying a word. Oh, and he looks exactly like me. Well, they say everyone has an exact double somewhere out there. Best you forget about it. Wait, let me see your leg. Hey, whoa, what are you doing? I first found him collapsed in the desert. The heat had gotten to him and he'd lost his memory. He had blade wounds all over his body, but he had a particularly bad injury in his leg. It never fully healed and it left a scar. Well, I'm not your man. My legs are clean. I don't have any gross scars like that. I really have to get going. Oh. So one thing that I actually wasn't aware of is that if you actually read Astolfo supports with Gwendolyn, his leg scar is actually brought up. He's just straight up lying to Igran here. Which is kind of funny. Well, it's not funny that he's lying, but it's a funny detail that I never thought about before. So, I think I said in my Igran Spotlight that I wasn't sure whether or not, because in the old translation patch, Astolfo says something different that actually, it gives you the impression that he's actually showing his scar to Igran, because in the old translation patch, Astolfo says, my legs don't have any scars on them like that here. See? Like with the question mark? So that implies, at least I always thought it did, it implies that he lifts up, like he pulls down his pants or something like that, and he like shows her his legs to like show to her that we're not ceasing yet. To show her that like, hey, I'm not the guy you're looking for. Sorry, lady, but you know. And I always thought that was kind of interesting, but in the new translation patch, he just straight up like lies to her and says like, I don't have any scars, gotta go. But in Gwendolyn's support, as I said, he does the scar is brought up, so it's clear that Astolfo is just lying. Is this guy even shooting? I think this guy has way less range than he had before. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I think my OJ has a chest key. So I'm actually going to give that to Dion and have him help with the treasury. And yeah, I'm pretty much just... I'm going to seize the throne as soon as I get all the I'll get all the treasure. Roy can just sit on the throne in the meanwhile and chill, I guess. Oh yeah, another thing you should always like... Well, another thing, like... Good quality food. Good quality food. I'm sorry, I'm going back to economics right now. I have a friend. I'm not gonna mention him by name. But he eats the shittiest food in the world. He's just not that concerned. Oh god. He's just not that concerned with food. He buys like the cheapest food in the stores. The shittiest food he can find. Because to him, food is just food. It's just something he eats to sustain himself. He spends as little money as he possibly can on food. And I think that's horrible, because when you buy cheap, shitty food... Is this gonna be a kill? Yeah. If you buy cheap and... Oh, actually it might not be, because he might heal himself up. Oh well. Nope, nice. Then you're gonna get really malnourished, because cheap, shitty food has a lot of salt in it, and just a lot of bad stuff in it overall. It's the reason it's so cheap, because they pump it full of just crap. I never got people who, like, just buys cheap food and, like, that sounds really snobby, I'm sorry. Like, if you can't afford it, obviously, like, I'm talking about the people who actually can afford it, but chooses not to. Like, I'm not, oh god, this sounds horrible. It's like, oh my god, can you imagine those people who don't eat expensive food? Ah, like, that's not what I mean, okay? I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna get a couple comments like, Mangs, that's shitty. I'm not saying that, oh, god damn it, I shouldn't talk about this. Anyway, what I mean is, if you have the option to buy cheap or decent food, you should prioritize spending our money on food. Because food is really important. Like, I cook all my meals myself. I think it's really important for your health to actually, like, eat some decent food. I'm not talking, like, fucking expensive food or, like, gourmet meals or anything like that. But literally, my friend, he, like, his food tastes like cardboard. Like, he just... His food is shit. Like, really, he eats crap. And yeah, but he's still healthy enough. Maybe he will stay healthy enough. I mean, like, I drink Pepsi Max. Maybe I'll die before he do. But, oh god damn it. I talk too much. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is wrong with me? I'll be right back. Oh my god. Alright, we're back. We can't let Nima die. That would be blasphemous. Sleep staff, that's actually pretty nice. I like that treasure. Hero crests, I don't think I need any of those right now. And I think I'm good. I was about to end the map anyway. Like, I was one turn away from ceasing, pretty much. So, yeah. I'm just dumb. I need to stop talking while I play. I should just play in quiet. Oh, there we go. Draco Shield. Oh, Draco Shield. I got some stat boosters done. Who should I give those to? Questions. I don't know. Let's give Lilina some more staff rank before we continue. I don't know if I got any supports built up. Let's, ooh, we actually do. Soullight Grand. Ooh, Soullight Grand, but we're spreading our Grand. Ah, who cares? We're not gonna reach A rank anyway. Let's go for it. I actually like this one a lot. Oh, dear gods. What? That I can meet such a beautiful woman. I feel blessed this day. Do you need something? Yes, as a matter of fact. Ah, before that. I'm Sol, and you are my perfect flower? I am a Gran, so what do you need? Ah, such a beautiful name, as I expected. Hi, Gran. If I were to describe the pleasure of hearing such an elegant name... No, there is no need for that. What is it that you need? Do you know of Saint Elamine Church? Or do you know of the Saint Elamine Church, I grant? It is very popular among the nobility. Because when one prays deeply, all one's dreams come true. Oh, that's what you want. I'm sorry, but I don't believe in the gods. Oh, but you must! If you don't follow the teachings of the church, you will be cursed. The gods you follow would do that? Oh no, I was just kidding around. How about we have dinner together one evening? Then I can teach you all about the gods' love. Igran, where are you going? Rejected! Igran's into dark and cold guys, apparently. Okay, well, let's go. No sense in standing around. Next is Baron. Lord Roy, we have reports that the remnants of the Juta are hiding somewhere in the nearby ruins. Ruins? Yes, and a captive tells us there's a bow there that was used in the scouring. What? Then it's likely that it's a legendary weapon. We must get to those ruins. Let's go. Yes. Yes, it's time for the guidance chapter. Let's see if that gives us any challenge, because aside from me being distracted, this chapter certainly didn't. Oh boy. Tell me how you like to spend your money in the comment section below. Let's make fun of poor people. No, let's not do that. I like poor people. Oh, I'm gonna get so many comments on this video.